Hi everyone, this is Ravi from tbomedia.es. Today I'm going to be walking you through a process of essentially calling up potential homeowners and asking them if they're willing to sell their property because the market is pretty hot right now. So basically, I'm going to give myself a quick call right now to showcase exactly what I mean, and then we're going to build together.
This is Mary, a virtual voice assistant from Test Real Estate. How are you today?
Hi Mary, I'm good. How are you?
I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm reaching out to homeowners in your area to see if you might be interested in selling your property. The market is very favorable right now, and it could be a great time to consider your options. Would this be something you'd be interested in discussing further?
Yes, this would be quite interesting, Mary.
That's wonderful to hear. I'd be happy to help you explore your options. Let's schedule a follow-up telephone appointment with one of our human agents who can provide you with more detailed information. What date and time would work best for you?
The 28th of May at 11 a.m. would be great.
Great. I'll schedule a follow-up telephone appointment for you on the 20th at 11 a.m. with one of our human agents. Thank you for your time, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Mary. Bye now. So basically that's what I mean. And I'm also going to be teaching you how to essentially get all of this data. So basically, you've got a recording URL, a transcript, uh, basically taking some interesting information out of this. Um, out of this conversation. Something that I will mention is that voice agents are not very good at detecting email addresses. In Spanish and other languages, it is pretty okay, but in English, I haven't really found a way to like make it reliable. So basically, let's dive straight in. This is essentially the voice agent that we've been talking to. It's called Mary, and basically for the prompting, what I've basically done is I've gone into ChatGPT and I've asked them if they can essentially create a system prompt for an outbound agent that will take the identity of a real estate agent, etc., the objective of the call, and basically the organization structure that it should follow. Now, I've basically taken this organization structure from the VAPI documentations. So basically, it is here in the prompting guideline, uh, in the prompting guide. Yeah. So here it shows you exactly how to break down your voice agent prompting. Now, I find this style of prompting quite useful because you can actually break down what you mean and what you think the assistant should be like quite nicely. Yeah, and that way you don't really confuse yourself and you give the machine very, very clear and concise instructions on how to act. Okay. So uh, that's how I came up with this. I've basically touched it up a little bit to say that it's Mary, it's test real estate, etc., etc. And I've deleted some of the stuff over here, and I've made sure that you know you in this tutorial, I'm going to be making sure that the email address is never really asked because the thing is, I've tried voice agents before, and I've tried to spell out my email address letter by letter and number by number to a voice assistant, and it's always failed it. Okay, it's always failed the test. So in Spanish, it performs quite a lot better, but in English, it doesn't. Anyways, so for the rest of this model, yeah, I'm going to. So yeah, basically, I'm trying to make sure here that the voice agent doesn't request an email address because, well, you can try it yourself, but I have tried it many times before, and the voice agents just don't really perform very well when gathering email information. It does work a lot better when you're not using the how to say when you're basically talking with a phone here, not with a speaker. Yeah, not with a speaker. So yeah, so that works slightly better, but not the best. Okay, now something that I would like you to note from this voice agent is that you should really pay attention to this number, the latency, because this will dictate how long it takes for our voice agent to respond to a customer. Okay, so now. I'm going to be walking you through this voice agent. The transcriber, I usually use DeepGram because transcriber is not that much better and it just adds a ton of latency. So yeah, and it's not really much better. So I just use this DeepGram over 2. For the voice agent, I usually use Azure because it, you can do some pretty nifty stuff with 11 Labs. You can basically record your own voice and have that as your outbound calling agent, which I think it's pretty cool and pretty powerful because at the end of the day, in terms of real estate, everything is built upon personal relationships, right? So that could be a useful thing for you. Um, Also, the background sound, I added Office because I feel that it provides a more real conversation, a more real feel to the to the interaction. Also, over here, I should probably recommend you increasing the voice speed a little bit because, as you've seen before, the voice agent can be quite slow. In functions, the only thing that I would recommend you do is to enable the end call function because this will allow the assistant to actually end the call itself, therefore providing a more realistic feel to the conversation. Uh, Also, in advance, this is actually quite important. Yeah, in advance, I've basically added this webhook. Yeah, it's from here. Yeah, and it's from over here from a make integration that I've set up beforehand. And I've done this because I want to spit out all of the information, all of the relevant information out here in a document. Yeah, and that will basically so basically what I'm doing here is I'm getting all of the data, I'm saving it to my google drive spreadsheet google drive spreadsheet, and then over here in the ChatGPT I'm essentially gaining uh, all of the relevant information that could be used for our CRM, and then I'm saving it to this specific cell in our table. Okay, so that's essentially what our integration is doing. Yeah, and also over here, when you're creating your model, yeah, and you've given your server URL, I would recommend you on these server messages to eliminate all of the unnecessary ones and just stick to the end of call report. Okay, now the reason you're doing this is because over here in make.com, every time you hit this endpoint, it's going to need to redetermine the data structure. Yeah, because all of this information just gets passed down. So this is essentially just sending you an email of transcript mm, and then recording all the data and doing the process that we've just discussed. So yeah, that's essentially why you're deleting all of the rest of the server messages. As for voicemail messages and end of call message, well, pretty self-explanatory. Now we're going to publish. Oh yeah, make sure that you're publishing your voice agent all the time because if not, it's just going to delete it. Okay, so yeah, so this is done, and that's basically it, really. Uh, Yeah, okay. So I would like to show you how to essentially call this voice agent automatically, right? So over here in the documentation, you're going to get an API reference, yeah, and you're going to be able to create a phone call, okay? Now over here in this tutorial, I'm actually using a very basic phone call, which, authorization, you can grab it from. Okay, so basically I've filled this out for now because, well, I need to blur a few details. So this assistant ID will come from the assistant that we've already created, which is here, right? Mary. We're going to create that again, and we're going to paste it in the assistant ID. Okay. So that's the assistant that we're going to be calling. In terms of like the phone ID, we're going to go into our phone numbers, which I've already opened up here, and we're going to copy this ID. Yeah. And then we're going to paste it in here in the phone number ID. You should notice that I've basically collapsed all of these um, things, because at the end of the day, I am basically making a very, very simple call. In a later video, I do hope to do this more dynamically, because that way you will have a lot more flexibility in terms of like creating a HTTP call. Okay, so over here, all we're going to do is we're going to copy all of this, yeah, and we're going to be copying that into our HTTP request. So what we're going to be copying and pasting is that here, this is the URL endpoint that we're going to call. So you're going to paste that there. The ID is essentially here. So you go into your dashboard, you go into your here, and then you go into API keys. And then you will basically open up a window which is similar to this one, and you're going to copy the private API key, right? So you're going to copy that there, and you're going to paste it in your authorization besides bearer. So here you need to type in bearer followed by the token that you're going to get from there. Now, something that I would like to mention here is that I am adding 1 and 2 for phone number and name. The reason I'm doing this is because if you do type in a number on any kind of spreadsheet or whatever it is going to recognize it as a number. And if you type in plus in front of that, it's going to consider a function. And then that's just a pain to deal with. So I'll just dynamically add it into Vapi. I'll just dynamically add it into my call. And notice here that I'm basically adding the plus and double quotes. So that's going to be treated like a string. And then it's going to call my number, essentially. And notice that I've basically copy pasted all of that data into here, into the request content. Okay, so yeah, I've already showcased how this works, but well, we can just do it again. Here we go.
Oh, this is Mary, a virtual voice assistant from Test Real Estate. How are you today?
I'm good, Mary. How are you?
I'm glad to hear that, Mary. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I'm reaching out to homeowners in your area to see if you might be interested in selling your property. The market is very favorable right now, and it could be a great time to consider your options. Would this be something you'd be interested in discussing further?
Yes, that would be very interesting, Mary.
That's wonderful to hear. Mary, I'd be happy to help you get started. Let's schedule a follow-up telephone appointment with one of our human agents who can provide you with more detailed information and answer any questions you might have. What date and time would work best for you?
The 30th of May at 11 o'clock.
Got it, Larry. How about we schedule the call for 11 a.m.? Does that work for you?
Yes, that does work for me. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Larry. I'm glad we could find a time that works for you. I'll schedule the call for 11 a.m. with one of our human agents. Thank you for your interest, and we look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you. Bye. So yeah, that's basically how that works. And so basically, if you do want to make this special or like really good, I do suggest that you do create an assistant dynamically with all of the relevant customer information. But that is essentially for another video. So yeah, I'm going to essentially go onto the Spanish version of this video. And yep. Vale, chicos, vamos a empezar la versión española de este vídeo. Versión española. Y bueno, Básicamente lo que vamos a hacer es recrear este agente de voz en español, básicamente. Eh, pues vamos a crear un asistente nuevo y le vamos a llamar María, básicamente, ¿por qué no? Bueno, básicamente yo ya he estado jugando con estos asistentes de voz un poquito, pero hay una cosa que quiero deciros, que es que la verdad que me parece un poquito raro eh, que he estado jugando con este asistente un rato y ya está como diciendo soy María, o sea, personalizándoselo él solo, ¿sabes? Entonces para mí es un poco como que da un poco de miedo, en ese sentido da un poquito de miedo. Pero bueno, voy a pausar el vídeo y lo voy a terminar para haceros el tutorial. Bueno, vale, mira, para las cosas en español hay una cosa muy buena, que es que el email, cuando tú llamas y tú expresas tu email, el modelo te lo pilla. O sea, en inglés no es el caso, pero en español sí. Entonces, yo acabo de rehacer el prompt que está aquí. Y aquí sí que le digo al modelo que anote la dirección de correo electrónico del cliente, ¿vale? Para mandarle una confirmación, ¿vale? Eh, Después en Transcriber lo que sí que hago es cambiar el lenguaje de inglés a español, ¿vale? Aquí esto sí que es importante, ¿vale? En Eleven Labs, no. Azure. Azure, y yo sé que Andrea es muy buena para español, ¿vale? Cuando estéis escogiendo las cosas en español, aseguraos de que ES es lo que tenéis, ¿vale? Como hablamos antes, la velocidad del agente va a ser un poquito más rápida y para las funciones queremos habilitar esta, la de finalizar la llamada, que la gente de voz pueda finalizar la llamada por su cuenta. Aquí, como hemos dicho, el URL de nuestro make, ¿vale? Vamos a como dijimos en la versión inglesa del vídeo, tenemos que quitar todas las cosas que no sean un end of call report, porque si no va a fastidiar lo que viene siendo nuestro escenario de make. En un futuro sí que voy a hacer un vídeo para poder coger y tener todas las cosas, ¿vale? Porque la verdad que me parece bastante útil todos los status reports, los status updates y todo lo demás. La verdad que me parece bastante útil y tengo que hacer un sistema para administrar todos esos datos, ¿vale? Entonces, lo que también vamos a hacer es publicar, pues, es muy importante, muy, muy importante, siempre publicar vuestros agentes de voz y aquí también en Make guardar todo lo que viene siendo vuestros escenarios, porque si no se borran y no hay manera de recuperarlos, ¿vale? Aquí en ChatGPT API vamos a cambiar este prompt a uno español que he traducido ya aquí, ¿vale? Y de aquí pues vamos a guardarlo porque vamos a guardarlo y de ahí ya esto así la llamada HTTP lo que vamos a hacer es con esto mismo, lo único que vamos a hacer ¿cómo se dice? En nuestro caso, ¿vale? Hay una cosa bastante técnica aquí que me gustaría deciros, ¿vale? Yo he estado creando agentes de voz para bastante tiempo, ¿vale? Y de hecho, también he comprado una tarjeta SIM de Levara, ¿vale? De España, de aquí de España, ¿vale? La cuestión es, sí, de aquí de España, ¿vale? Una tarjeta de Levara, porque al final del día Levara sí que te da bastantes minutos para llamar al extranjero. Problema, que no te dejan. O sea, el reglamento ahora mismo en España está para que no se pueda hacer llamadas telefónicas con agentes de voz, ¿vale? No sé si es ilegal o no es ilegal, pero las plataformas que te permiten hacer llamadas de voz automáticamente, tipo Twilio o tipo Vonage o algo así, no te aceptan un número de teléfono español. ¿Vale? Yo lo he intentado comprar una tarjeta SIM, meterlo de esa manera, he intentado meterlo a través de Vonage, a través de Twilio, no ha funcionado la cosa. Tengo un par de ideas más, pero la verdad es que no me gustaría hacer nada aquí que sea, por así decirlo, ilegal, ¿vale? Entonces, la verdad que yo soy español y me gustaría que estos servicios también estuviesen en España, porque, a ver, soy español y patriotismo, ¿no? Vale. Entonces, a medida que vayan surgiendo nuevas tecnologías y se vaya actualizando lo que viene siendo la ley, etcétera, etcétera, yo sí que voy a estar ofreciendo estos servicios aquí en España porque soy español, no hay otra, ¿vale? Entonces, por ahora, lo único que vamos a hacer es que vamos a cambiar el ID del asistente al asistente que hemos creado ahora, que es María, ¿vale? Entonces, aquí lo vamos a copiar, vamos a hacer pegarlo aquí en nuestra llamada de HTTP, que está aquí, ¿vale? Entonces, aquí vamos a pegar y le vamos a dar a OK, ¿vale? Ahora vamos a guardar todo eso. Vamos a guardar esto y ahora sí que nos vamos a llamar a nosotros mismos. Ahora mismo estoy utilizando yo un número de teléfono americano, ¿vale? Porque Twilio te da muchísimas facilidades para comprarte un número americano, aunque también tengo un número de Irlanda, porque al final un número irlandés sí que, como se dice, estamos aquí en España y te va a dar menos latencia, ¿vale? Bueno, bueno, vamos a probar esto. Aquí ya tenemos la llamada.
Mary, un asistente virtual de Cast Real Estate.
Ah, me olvidé de cambiar el nombre. Ya le cambié el nombre a María. Ahora vamos a probarlo de nuevo, a ver qué tal. Aquí estamos.
Un asistente virtual de Cast Real Estate. ¿Cómo se encuentra hoy?
Estoy bien, María, gracias. ¿Y tú qué tal?
Genial. Estoy contactando a los propietarios de viviendas en su área para ver si podrían estar interesados en vender su propiedad. El mercado es muy favorable en este momento y podría ser un buen momento para considerar sus opciones. ¿Le gustaría programar una cita de seguimiento para discutir esto más a fondo?
Sí, eso suena interesante. ¿Me puedes enviar un poco de información también?
Claro. ¿Podría darme su correo electrónico para enviarle la información y confirmar la cita de seguimiento?
Sí, mi correo electrónico es juan.perez@hotmail.com.
Perfecto, Juan. Te enviaré la información y confirmar la cita. Mientras tanto, ¿hay algún día y hora que prefieras para la cita?
Me vendría bien el 2 de junio a las 10 de la mañana.
Excelente. Confirmaré tu cita para el 2 de junio a las 10 a.m. y te enviaré el email con la información solicitada. Si tienes alguna otra pregunta, no dudes en decírmelo.
No, ninguna otra, gracias.
De acuerdo, Juan. Confirmaré tu cita y te enviaré la información por email de inmediato. Que tengas un excelente día.
Vale, gracias, hasta luego. Y bueno, ya vemos que el asistente la verdad que funciona bastante bien. Aquí estamos viendo que sí, es This is Mary, pero que en verdad no es Mary. Eh, no, era esto. Sí. Sí, básicamente esto era la llamada anterior, que sí, básicamente, hola, ¿cómo se encuentra hoy? Hoy básicamente, esta es la transcripción del mensaje que acabamos de tener, es hola María, soy María, asistente de Real Estate. Y como veis aquí, sí que ha cogido todos los datos necesarios. Y claro, aquí en español tenemos ¿cómo se dice? Una ventaja competitiva, que es que el asistente de voz sí que pilla los emails muy bien, ¿vale? O sea, ¿por qué no lo hace en inglés? No lo sé, pero sí que voy a estar testeándolo porque recopilar información de email es muy importante a nivel, ¿cómo se dice? A nivel telefónica. Pero lo he intentado deletreándolo, he intentado diciéndolo normalmente, pero el asistente de voz no quiere entenderlo y no quiere entenderlo. Bueno, pues ya está. Pues aquí ya tenéis la transcripción, ¿cómo se dice? ChatGPT ha podido extraer todas las informaciones necesarias para, para, nuestra, para nuestra cita, ha podido extraer el email de nuestro cliente y, y eso eh, básicamente funciona bien. Aquí no sé lo que ha pasado, así que vamos a intentar otra vez con un asistente de voz inglés y ya está, y después terminaremos el vídeo. Bueno, vamos a ver cómo funciona esto. Aquí tenemos la llamada.
Hello, this is Mary, a virtual voice assistant from Test Real Estate. How are you today?
Hi, Mary. Thanks. I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm reaching out to homeowners in your area to see if you might be interested in selling your property. The market is very favorable right now, and it could be a great time to consider your options. Would this be something you'd like to discuss further?
Yes, that sounds interesting, Mary.
That's wonderful to hear. I'd love to help you explore your options. Let's schedule a follow-up telephone appointment with one of our human agents who can provide you with more detailed information.
Yes.
What date and time would work best for you?
Okay. Well, could you send me some information over email, please?
I can certainly arrange for one of our human agents to send you detailed information via email. Could you please provide me with your email address?
Ravi, RAVI .test, TEST @hotmail.com.
Thank you, Ravi. I'll make sure a human agent reaches out to you with the information via email. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
Yeah, my an availability for me would be the 28th of May at 11 a.m.
Got it. I'll schedule a follow-up telephone appointment for you with one of our human agents on the 28th of May at 11 a.m. Thank you for providing your availability. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Have a great day. You're welcome, Ravi.
Vale. A ver cómo ha funcionado eso. Vale. Bueno, oye. Parece que ha funcionado. Okay, so it looks like it's working with an email address, and also it's been able to get the. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, thank you guys. I'm just gonna wrap this up now, and gracias a todos. Following videos will include text agents, outbound calling agents that will make sure that a person knows what appointments they're having and that we're going to call them to remind them of an upcoming appointment. And I'm also going to be doing dynamic voice agents and other bits and bobs, which I'm going to be putting out consistently over the next couple of days. All right, so thank you. That's me for now, and hope to see you soon.
and leave comments, like, subscribe. Just do the usual YouTube thing. Love you lots. Bye.